Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Okay. Adrian isn't here, and this is Juice Pop minus Adrian. Juice Pop 0.5. Juice Pop over 2. For those of you who are in quarantine, I'm hoping everyone, there's a new Netflix show out there called Tiger King, and it's a doozy. Yeah, it's probably unlike anything you've ever seen in your entire life. It's about big exotic animals and the people who are crazy enough to buy them and raise them and sell them and breed them and a bunch of other shit that you will see soon. If you haven't seen it already, there are some spoilers in here, minor ones, and they're way out of context, so you might not even understand what's going on. So I think what I'm going to do is just show you a bunch of memes, my favorite memes, and if you search the hashtag Tiger King, you will find some of the most absurd memes you have ever seen in your entire life, and as they relate to our lives. So without further ado, the first one I'm going to bring up actually sums the show up really well. If you're wondering what it's about or what it has, going on in it, it has tigers, lions, murder, a gay redneck throuple, one-armed lesbian, alligator arson, mullets, pizza made from expired Walmart meat, a zoo-based sex cult, a crazy cat lady, and country songs about tigers and gay love. Oh my god. So, first, there is Joe Exotic, the main character of the whole series, and he is the Tiger King. And some of the shit that flies out of this guy's mouth is unreal. Here's the first meme. Them. Tell me a few things about yourself. Me.
I'm broke as shit. I'm not changing the way I dress. I refuse to wear a suit. I've had some kinky sex. I have tried drugs.
That's brilliant. And this is just a really short little snippet of the glory that he brings to the show. And to put this video into context, this is actually his ad for his presidential campaign, if you can believe that. Actually, at this point, I think we can all believe that. And this is another direct quote pulling straight out of context from another episode. When someone that's coughing comes within 6 feet of you, you can guarantee I'm gonna put a cap in your ass. And this guy's vocabulary is very colorful. And he has one of the most beautiful and well-placed eyebrow rings I have ever seen in my whole life. Really sturdy, you can never rip it out. Actually, it's hanging on by an absolute thread. It is hanging on for dear life. Is this from the show too?
That's her lawyer.
And this is actually a snippet from the show applied to a joke about the show. That's memeception. Why does Joe have that eyebrow piercing to that little ass piece of skin? And honestly, you can just click Tiger King and you will find a plethora of memes, one after the next, and they're all absolutely hilarious. Just another little touch point, Joe Exotic is in a polygamous relationship, polygamous marriage with 2 straight men, if you can wrap your head around that absolute plot twist. And here we have Paul Rudd, the beautiful man that he is, applicable to this situation.
Look at us. Hey, look at us.
Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
And as you may have noticed from my introduction, this is Carol.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol.
And she is one tough cookie and may or may not have fed her first husband, 2 tigers and doused them in sardine oil.
Take your fist and yell, Carol! Carol! Yes, there you go!
Honestly, the best part about this show is every time that she's brought up in context with Joe Exotic, he has the most visceral and aggressive reaction toward her. They are just arch enemies the entire time. And here you go. This is how, when she was asked, how do you get a tiger to eat something, she knew immediately that you need to douse it in sardine oil. There is no other way to do it. That's what you do. Tiger eats it, boom, gone, job done. And that's how she killed her husband. Or so the internet thinks. And when she's asked where her husband went, she plays it off, obviously, really well. And this next one. You know Tiger King is wild when the most level-headed people are a guy who chose his arm to be amputated rather than have surgery to save it, a meth head with 4 teeth in a 3-way marriage, and then a guy filling a petrol can, smoking, in a full van of other petrol cans. And then this poor soul was not ready for the whole situation. He was hired to be Joe Exotic's campaign manager, and as you can see, didn't have exactly a great time.
Was Joe's campaign manager for about a year and a half. It was the worst experience of my life. It was horrible. Horrible.
That sigh of pure depression and anxiety. And beyond these few characters that I've even shown you, there are so many absurd people. It's like, it's just one after the next, after the next, after the next. It never stops. There's not a single, even remotely normal person in the entire show. And that is honestly what makes it so awesome. It's just mind-boggling that these people are out there and, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. They're just living their lives like you're living yours, and theirs is just way more interesting.
And that's how I met them.
And if this isn't the most majestic shot you have ever seen in a documentary or just a film in general, please let me know. I want to see what you think is better than this. And the next one, 7 episodes of utter madness. And this scene being in the documentary still left me with the most confusion and unanswered questions. Honestly, I don't even know what to say about this one. It's in there. Oh, it's in there. And there's no context for it. I really don't understand. Actually, I'll show you a video. There is no context. It is impossible to put that into context. You can't do it. Even the people shooting the documentary were just like, oh, yeah, no, we have to have this in here. Yeah, go ahead. You look great. You look great. Come on. Oh, yeah. This one's mean. But, yeah, there you go. Finish this dude off. Looks like the lion from The Wizard of Oz. Honestly, the resemblance is a bit uncanny. This dude, along with a few other people, actually just, you know, brings up murder for hire casually in conversation like it's, you know, just another day in the office. These people are just absolutely insane. So what the show is really about is these 3 groups of people, 4, kind of 5, and then more get involved later on. They get into feuds regarding who's in the right or on a moral high ground for, you know, trading exotic animals, breeding and trading exotic animals. What is, you know, okay to do in a sanctuary versus what's not okay to do, and are you actually exploiting these animals? As if there wasn't enough going on here, Joe Exotic is a country music artist. And I'll go ahead and drop a little clip of a couple of his music videos. They're actually not bad. They're actually slappers. So, here you go.
She was a rich woman, she had rich taste, she felt the blood running through her veins. Drunk and lonely, sitting by the phone, no one to call, no one to hold. 'Cause I saw Tiger, now I understand. I saw Tiger saw man.
And then finally, I think this is everyone's reaction. I don't think you can react in any other fashion to this video. There's no other way to think about it. It's absurd. It's crazy. Thank you, Netflix, for blessing us with this beautiful documentary in our time of need, in our time of pure boredom. We have nothing else to do. Bless you, Netflix. Keep these bad boys coming. This is Juice Pop over 2. Adrian isn't here, unfortunately, but, you know, we're in separate places, still getting it done, still posting for you guys. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You got nothing else to do. You can't leave the house. I can't leave the house. Nobody can leave the house. We're all going crazy, so you might as well watch the video. All right, well, if you haven't seen it yet, I'm sorry for the spoilers, but I definitely recommend that you go watch it. It's just hilarious. It's so funny. It's so funny, and it's so interesting and engaging. You will never forget that you watched this. Peace. It has everything. Tie-ins.
It's not even Ligers.
I said tie-ins. It has.
Do you know Stefan?
Yeah.